Hello, hello, hello. Today we are furnishing the luxury family-friendly apartment in 3 units available, and we're starting off with the first apartment unit. And my approach to this was basically just trying to make it as basic and as bland as possible, but also like following through like the design language of the building that we've built. And I wanted this to be like any sim can move in, and it's move-in ready. And I was just making sure that regardless of who the sim is or who the sims are going to be living in this unit, it's going to be basic and it will fulfill all their needs. The kitchen here is as bland as it can get. I didn't want to put too much clutter or too much personality, because when you're staging, you just don't want to put too much, or just too much, period. I went for a black and white color scheme and made sure that it is like a modern, open concept kind of thing. And yeah, that is the kitchen. The living room is also pretty basic. It has all the basic things you see in a living room, but kind of like a heightened, elevated sort of look. The dining, I just have 2 seats with a drop light that acts kind of like a chandelier, I guess, and made sure that it's in that corner there, so when, your sims are eating, they can enjoy the view of their apartment. And yes, it's fully black and white, and it's kind of like my comfort zone, but that's okay, because we wanted it to be not approachable, but like easy to the eyes and easy for the sims who will move in here. Yeah, but we're building this in San Sequoia, so I thought maybe a couple that is starting out a family would be perfect to live in this unit, and that's kind of like why I designed it the way I designed it. And now we're on the bedroom. The bedroom, this feels like a really funky layout, because in order for you to get to the bathroom, you have to go into this bedroom to go into the bathroom. And I have been to apartment layouts like that in New York. I mean, it's pretty common. We have very weird layouts in New York, but it's not unusual. It's still a little realistic, not the most realistic, or not the best layout, obviously, but it's built that way. And there's nothing, or there's not much I can do, because I was trying to really establish a layout, but I felt like this was the best way to split this apartment up. And yeah, the bathroom is easy breezy, simple, basic. And I did have a lot of changes here. As we move forward to the video, I'm not gonna show all of the clips of me changing it, because I kept changing the color scheme, that it just went a little too crazy. And I didn't want to show everything, because it will take like a very long time. This footage that I filmed today was actually like a little over 8 hours long. That's a crazy long footage, and that's why it's sped up so fast, because I just wanted to showcase the build the best way I can. And yeah, the bathroom, this is the final look of the bathroom. See, it's kind of basic, but it's pretty. I still think it's pretty. And here we are, about to end the first apartment build. And yeah, there's going to be screenshots right this second. We're almost there. Now, this apartment, the second apartment that I built, I imagined this sim. I have a story in mind. So this sim is an elder sim, and she loves florals and she loves color, and she's lived a long life, and she's never had grandkids. She never had like a family, so everything that she owns feels like her belongings are just like she treasures it a lot. And so as you know, she aged and she collected so many things. Her apartment is just a blast of color and style and patterns and things. But the main thing that's like that glues it all together is her love for florals, and you can see a lot of floral elements throughout the build. And I didn't follow a color scheme or anything. I just wanted to have majority of the build to be pink. When you see, and later on you'll see that the pink, I also love this dresser with this like traditional old looking floor lamp. And that was kind of like the idea. I just wanted to see if something like this works, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna make a storyline that works for it. And that's exactly how it turned out. And I don't know, it's just so fun. This is definitely my favorite apartment out of the three, because I just felt like I had so much experimenting that I did, and it may make sense, it may not make sense, it doesn't matter because it's not that serious. Um and I just really love how this turned out. And I did spend an ungodly amount of time building this unit, but I did have a lot of fun, and I've never built something like this, and I am just so in love with like this eclectic style that's been going around for the Gen Z. You know, uh, the love for color, the love for outrageous patterns, and being perfectly imperfect is so nice. This kitchen, I cut it up because I spent like 3 hours trying to figure out the color scheme. Not 3 hours, but like a good amount of time trying to figure out how to do it. But this is kind of like the final layout of the kitchen and the final colors, not the final color scheme. I'm tweaking a few things here and there. See, even that light, it took me a long time to figure out, but once I did, it felt like a really nice eclectic, cozy little kitchen, you know? And I'm moving things around here. I do not like that plant because of the lighting, so I removed it and I changed it into a TV from TV console thing from Tiny Living, or Tiny Home, Tiny Living, right? Tiny Living, whatever. And this is also a very odd space because I have never built a living room diagonally, and having it like this, especially if you are playing in the point of view or in the eye level of your Sims, you know, like first person point of view, it actually feels not too crazy. It feels like it's a normal, cluttered build our unit, and I really liked it in the first person point of view, like this view. I added those ribbons just to, you know, add some whimsy and kitsch to the already very kitschy build. But I just love this style. I love like the elder, the grandma chic that this is giving, you know, those New Yorker grandmas who like wear crazy colors and have like super bright personalities. That's exactly who I'm channeling with in this apartment, and I wanted to like make something out of that style, or like that very well lived or very well traveled and very well lived person, but on a sim, you know? And yeah, that's it. Oh, I also used carpet on the ceiling, which is crazy, but there's no other pink tile or pink flooring available, but there's carpet, so I just used carpet. So now she has a fuzzy ceiling, which is also bizarre and unique at the same time. So I kept that. Yeah, and then adding more pink elements just to really tie everything together, and adding more spaces, because I felt like if if this grandma or this elder truly has lived a long fulfilling life, she wouldn't have any like space, you know, like every space, every nook, every cranny would be decorated and there would be an item in place there. So I made sure that it's a tight squeeze and it's very um eclectic and curated at the same time. But yeah, that is her bed. She lives in the studio. It's very enough for her because she has two balconies. This is the first balcony right beside the bedroom thing. um I just kept that this balcony here to be like her reading, her chilling type of place, because there's really not much to it aside from just looking at the ocean or the water view. And I wanted to just dedicate this space to like sunbathe and maybe even do some yoga. But yeah, that I don't have a lot of packs, so I'm using this rocking chair from, I believe, Dream Home Decorator. I'm not sure, or Growing Together. But yeah, I just used that kind of like modern rocking chair because I couldn't find the other rocking chairs, or maybe I just don't have it. But yeah, this is her balcony done. I am removing that bar, by the way, because I don't think she'd like to drink that much, or maybe she does, and there's a bar somewhere in town, but definitely not at home, because it just didn't fit the vibes. So this is the second balcony that we're building right now, and I wanted her, because she loves florals, so obviously she's gonna plant a lot of flowers, right? Like, it just totally makes sense for her character. And I have this bigger balcony as her like formal-ish living room, where when she has like guests, she can, you know, sit here with those guests, and also just to like hang out here by herself reading a book or something. And I wanted this to be very pink, very fun, not too many patterns, because the building didn't allow her to paint this balcony into the color that she wanted to, so it's just black, but she decorated it in a way that is still her, and it gives a little bit of softness to the black tile and black walls. And yeah, that's her life story. And it's super fun. I really enjoyed building this apartment because none of the items go together, or I think none of it go together. I don't think it makes the most sense, but when you look at it in total, I feel like it makes sense a little bit because of the story of her just, you know, acquiring all these items throughout her life, and it's now just a very beautiful space for her to thrive in, as an elder sim. Yeah, that is that's kind of what I went with. And then I just added this hose here, because I thought like I needed something in that entrance there, and a hose seems to be working, because, you know, there's a garden, or there's a wall garden, and, you know, you need a water supply thing to water. Anyway, the bathroom is pink again, but pink and beige. I didn't want it to be all this pink. I really like this tile here because it is kind of whimsical. It is kind of kitsch. and it works for her. But I don't think it works for, like a regular starter home build. Like it has to have like a story. It has to have a reason why you're using it. And I used it here for the very first time, and I really liked it. I like um the usage of like the different things. And we're almost done with her apartment, but I really hope you enjoyed it, because I worked very hard for I worked very hard building this apartment, and I hope it slays. And yeah, and that's it. All pink bathroom. We love it. I didn't build the sim, the elder sim, but I would imagine her having just an eclectic of a style too. So here are the screenshots coming up in a second, and we are building the last and final apartment after the screenshots. And here we are on the third and final apartment. This also has like a kind of storyline in my mind when I was building this. This is a family of 5. There are 2 parents. There's one like young adult man child. I'm imagining he was in uni, and then he still lives with mom and dad or the parents. And then there are a set of twins who also live here, and a pet. I don't know what pet it is, but there are pet items on this apartment unit. I'm building this kitchen. I wanted this to be a little bit industrial, a little bit not, I don't know. But I think my main thing with this is that the family who lives here is actually close friends with the developer who built this luxury building, and that's why they live here, because they just love the aesthetic and the design style of the building, that they just imagine living in one of the units here. And that's why they moved into this very unit and made it their own, because they just needed this like small space. It's very similar to the first apartment, but just a little bit more personality into it, especially on the bedrooms and some of the shared spaces. You can see the TV right across the kitchen, and that's very important because it feels realistic. My TV is right across the kitchen in real life, so I thought maybe we can build something like that. And we have a lot of empty picture frames, because when you move a sim here, or when you move that family here, they would have a lot of family photos, and you can fill in those photos for yourself. Or if you want your sims to live here, that you can also put their own family photos and just like photos here and there for them to really decorate the house and make it more personal to them. And the dining table, there was not much space around this unit, so it's gonna be a very tight squeeze. But I still think it works, because otherwise that would just be an empty space. So yeah, I also made sure that everything is playable. Like, although everything feels like it's tight and like your sim can't get around, I did play test this to make sure that everything works, and it does work. I barely used move objects, only when I'm decorating, so I'm pretty sure if I didn't miss anything, everything should work perfectly. This is that young adult sim, that their man child basically, that lives here. He's not really a man child. I don't have a personality for him. I just think that, he lives with the parents, and that's okay. And so his bedroom is just very decorated, like a bro. I'm thinking of it like that, just like that PC with the team or school spirit decor. Like, it feels very broy to me. It's giving very frat boy. It's giving very that. So I literally leaned onto it. So, and I did change that peachy wallpaper to this gray, and it's more bland now. I feel like it matches that Sims personality. So when you come up the stairs, there's that study nook for the family to share. And I think it's perfect use of this space. I'm skipping very fast to the space because I just couldn't figure out what to do with it, and I needed to decorate it and show it in a way that's still digestible but wouldn't take as long of a time. So I'm just skipping right through it, through the decorating space, because there's not much to it, I mean, honestly. And this is the twins bedroom, and the twins bedroom, I feel like they have such a power over their parents, because they really wanted to have this like purple orange color scheme, and they got it. And they got that color scheme for them, and I feel like it's very childlike, it's very whimsy. The twins are the only ones that are using the kids playroom amenity in the building on the ground floor, and I feel like that will be the extension of their playroom, of their bedroom, and I really love that idea. Now we are furnishing the parents' bedroom, and I think because of the blandness of their apartment, I'm not using bland as like something negative or derogatory. I'm just using it as a way to describe it, because it is kind of bland, especially in this angle, this like top view angle, you don't see much. But when you're actually on tab mode, or like on first person point of view mode, it's actually well decorated, and it's not that bland, but it is still kind of it's still kind of bland. And then the balcony, it just kept it very simple, 2 sofas and a coffee table with that light fire thing, I think from City Living. And then this other bigger balcony area right across from our granny sim. I just wanted to have like a barbecue bar station for the parents especially, and to host, obviously. So it's just this pretty desert luxe kit looking thing. It's free. I got it for free, or I hope everyone got it for free, because we all deserve it free. And then the other balcony on the main floor where the kitchen is, I just put like a garden stuff there. I would think the other parent would be into the gardening and wellness, so there are potted plants and a yoga mat here for them to use. And that's it. These are the screenshots on your way, and thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe and leave a like and a comment, and tell me if you really like it or if you don't, and if you like this kind of approach to having a storyline behind a build, because I have a tiny homes community build that I'm uploading soon, and I can't wait to hear your thoughts about it. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!